119, footnote 144. This is the footnote in a square that goes through several pages, just listing off things that are not present in the house. This is something that we mentioned before. Yeah, so just one of those artistic, you could say, choices from the author.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And page 114. The idea that how a labyrinth appears depends on your perspective, such as standing above, looking down versus walking within. There might be something more on that one.
There's a quote.
Oh, yes, yes.
So maze treaders, whose vision ahead and behind is severely constricted and fragmented, suffer confusion, whereas maze viewers who see the pattern whole from above or in a diagram are dazzled by its complex artistry. What you see depends on where you stand, and thus, at one and the same time, labyrinths are single, there's one physical structure, and double. They simultaneously incorporate order and disorder, clarity and confusion, unity and multiplicity, artistry and chaos. They may be perceived as a path, a linear but circuitous passage to a goal, or as a pattern, a complete symmetrical design. Our perception of labyrinths is thus intrinsically unstable. Change your perspective and the labyrinth seems to change. Like, I really liked that whole quote because it's very true in more than one, just relating to mazes.
Right.
And
Yeah.
I feel like also it would relate to like the book in general. Like, as we're reading it, we're seeing it in one direction, but if we saw it as a whole, our opinion might be different.
That is true.
And also where you are in life depends on your perspective of what things are happening to you, and if say whether they're good or bad or indifferent, whatever. I mean, someone's perspective can be very different from another's.
That is true.
We're all in our own
back to
labyrinth.
life. And
Yes.
feelings.
This book is about life.
Life is a journey into our own inner labyrinth
Yeah.
that can never be solved until we die.
That is true.
Page 373, the footnotes are referring to the carbon dating process of different isotopes. There's a footnote to the footnote. Footnote 341, typo, destiny should read density.
Oh my God, so I thought this was hilarious when I read it. So the only reason I think I was reading footnotes at this point is just because this part of it was at the bottom of the page and it was just a quick like look down. Like I would still look down at the footnotes, but just to see if it was like short, long, relevant. And when I saw this, it's so stupid because it's like it made me think of Back to the Future.
That's what I thought.
Totally. Oh yeah.
Oh my God. And so it was like,
Density.
you're my density. No, my destiny. And I was like, it should read density, not destiny. And I was like, oh my God, is that on purpose? Is that a callback to
I'm
that?
sure it probably was.
Is.
Yeah.
But it's so stupid and pointless.
It
Like,
is.
why is it even
I know.
in there?
I know. It's
And
almost
No,
like,
but it made you laugh.
It did make me laugh. I was like, okay,
you know,
well, that's
it's
worth
like,
mentioning. And we all love Back to the Future, so.
yes.
Right.
I just want to read a little bit of that. Sorry, go Martha.
Okay, no, go for it. No, go for it.
I'm still looking for it.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say it's kind of that was one of those footnotes that was like, why are you fixing a typo in the footnote and just not fixing it in the writing?
Yes!
Exactly.
Exactly.
Like, who does that?
Like, why?
Exactly.
And I'm sure there was many typos before that. Like,
Yes.
fix those. Why? So obviously it's there for a reason, but why?
Oh,
I guess here's
it
the
is.
whole.
Oh, sorry. No.
Nope.
Oh, I was just gonna read it too. So go for
Oh,
it.
yeah, go ahead. No.
It's just scientists estimate the universe unfolded from its state of infinite destiny, a moment commonly referred to as the Big Bang, approximately whatever years ago. But so
You could take it as destiny.
that
Mhm.
you could. It could.
I mean,
Really,
we're
yeah,
talking
either
about
works.
life,
Like-
we're talking about
You know,
Yeah.
like it obviously wasn't like an accident that he chose to do that, but like I
Right.
actually really liked the idea of like infinite destiny. I really liked that. I thought
Yeah,
that was
definitely
really
more like-
poetic.
yeah, like poetic and more philosophical in
Mhm.
like sort of a strictly scientific
Mm-hmm.
part of the book, like
Right. Mm-hmm.
a scientific paragraph.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
I like that. And let's see here. And then page 350.
Oh yeah, so we talked about this already.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
That was
Yep.
just
Yep.
kind of drawing the House of Leaves.
Same with the 465
Yeah.
matches in the burning the book House of Leaves.
Yes. All right.
Bum, bum, bum.
All righty. We're getting down to the end here. So we have personal scale, Gallimaufry scale, and then would you recommend the book? So starting with you, Angie, what would you rate this book on a personal scale based on your own personal taste?
If it had been executed in a compelling way, it would have been amazing. But I'm gonna say a 1 because I don't like to just be led into nothing. Like that was, I don't know. Yeah,
Mhm.
I'm gonna say a 1. On the Gallimaufry scale, I mean, it was super challenging. Did it open me up to new ways of thinking? No. Did it change me? No. I mean, in a way, it changed. Like I've never really like skipped through so much of a book before, or talked so negatively about a book. Like
That's true.
I don't know. Like, ugh, I don't know. I don't even know how to rate that. I mean, I guess a 5 for weirdness that didn't
Oh,
go
man.
anywhere. It was challenging to find a connection. If you can find one, please tell us.
Yes. For
Would I
real, though.
recommend it? No. Unless
Not
I
to
found out
anyone.
something cool afterward.
That's true.
Maybe if there's someone I didn't really like and I wouldn't have to really deal with them again, or I could just be like, you didn't get it. Yeah,
Right?
that would be mean though. That would be kind of mean.
How did
That'd be
you
a pretty
not get
passive
it?
aggressive mean. You didn't get it. You should go back and read it again. I don't know.
This time through this lens.
I mean, it was, yeah. The things that we talked about, it wasn't, you know, we had some good points, some good conversation, but no, and I apologize because I picked this book. And
Don't apologize, really.
I
Like,
thought it was
that's
going to be
the whole
cooler,
point.
and
Like, you know,
that was just poor. I don't know, poor execution of something that could be really cool. I guess. I don't know.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys
And
think?
that's not your fault, so.
Right. So personally, I would say probably I'd go with. It's hard because there are parts that I liked about it, and I liked some of the concepts about it.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna put it at like halfway between 1 and 5. So I guess 2.5.
2.5.
2.5 and 2.5 and 3. Like they're, I mean, I feel like I need to go back and read it again, and I probably will at some point. But I feel like there were parts that could have definitely been condensed or written differently, and it'd have been better. It was a little bit hard to read in some parts, and I think that just might have been like personally like how I like to read things. So but Gallimaufry scale, I'd put it at a 3.5. It did challenge me in a way of like how to think about the book and like what it could actually mean, because it wasn't like an obvious this is what the book was about. Obviously, since we've had to just discuss that. And it did definitely challenge me. Would I recommend it? I think it depends on the person. Like, there are some good things about it and there's some bad things about it. So like, I don't know, a recommendation would be kind of a maybe. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, personal scale for me would probably be a 1. It was just very hard to get through, and like everything we've talked about. um Gallimaufry scale, I would say it was probably like like a 3.5 to a 4. Maybe a 5. I know that's kind of wide, but it did
Mhm.
challenge me. I will say that. Like if it was a yes or no, like yes, it challenged me. It
Mhm.
changed. I don't know if it really changed me, but it did open me up to new ways of thinking about how like a book could be read or written, and just the way that it made me think about different words and how you can, the different word plays that were in there was just kind of like, oh, that's kind of cool. Like the way he kind of mirrored like the meaning of words and like kind of like making you think beyond that. Um yeah, I don't know. It did challenge me for sure. And like it's definitely, yeah, I'll just say that. And then would I recommend the book? I think I would recommend this book to someone who likes like uncanny type of things, maybe horror, likes mystery, and is up for a challenge, and maybe who has a sense of like, oh, I can figure anything out,
Ooh, yeah.
like
Mhm.
it would have to be a very specific person.
Right, yeah.
So
Yeah.
what about you, Mom?
Yeah, my personal scale, a half. Um,
Hey, no
I
fair. Can I
really,
make mine
Yeah,
lower?
can I make mine lower too? I didn't think about that.
nope, I get the half. Yeah, I just had it was, once I started just reading the one part of it did make it more interesting to learn more about the house and stuff, but it just was not, it didn't draw me in. I didn't invest myself into any of the characters or anything like that. It just wasn't there. And I never didn't quite finish it. So Nav is still in the walls. So except I know he made it out. So but a Gallimaufry scale, I'd say about a 3, because it did give us a lot of discussion points. That's the only good thing I can say about it, is that there are lots of theories that we could discuss and talk about. Recommend it. I like Angie's idea. Give it to someone and then just ask them to go, what? You didn't get it? You know?
You might
Or
have to go visit the forums.
yes.
Yeah.
You know. But overall, I would say no. I can't think of a single person that I would recommend this book to. Except I plan on giving mine to the library if they want it.
Nice.
So maybe there might be someone that would want to read it because they think it's going to be interesting, because it does sound very interesting.
Yeah, the inside cover like way hypes it.
Oh yeah, and
didn't
even
it
the
get
back,
like a prize too? It got the Pulitzer Prize or something.
it got the
Yeah. Oh,
haunted.
oh,
No,
maybe it says. Oh, never mind. Never mind. That's about the story itself. So never mind.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So
Yeah, the inside cover is written in a more compelling way than the whole book.
oh, definitely.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Mark Z. Danielewski. I guess I don't get it.
I guess
I guess I don't get it. Guess I need to hit the forums.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah.
But
So
anyway.
yeah, so that leads us into our next book. So our next book is chosen by Miranda. So what did you choose, Miranda, and what is this book about?
I chose Hunting Monsters by Darren Naish. Description is the Loch Ness Monster, Bigfoot, and the Yeti have long held a fascination for people the world over. Sorry. Debates about the actual existence or what they might really to Debates about their actual existence or what they might really be have continued for decades, if not centuries. Known also as cryptids, they have spawned a body of research known as cryptozoology. This entertaining book looks at the evidence of these mysterious monsters and others and explores what they might really be, if they exist at all, why they have been represented as they have, and the development of cryptozoology and how it has collected data to discover more about these unknown creatures.
Oh, that sounds interesting.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So that is going to be our next book. I think we'll probably be doing that in November. Depending how fast we read it, it might be mid-November or it might be end of November. We will see.
Yeah, I don't think it's super long.
Yeah, I actually just got it in the mail, and the actual book itself is kind of small. And yeah, so I don't think it'll take us too long, but
Yeah, I wanted something a little bit lighter after the
sure, yeah.
big heavy read. So
Yes.
So sorry.
No,
that's
is-
fine.
I promise I don't hate you.
no, it's totally. So this is
Sure, we
encouraging.
know why you gave it to us.
No. No,
I
I
actually
just have to
really
be mad
like
at my
that.
husband. He's the one that suggested it.
I actually really like it. Like I'm glad that it's good that we run into these
Yeah.
things because
Yes,
Exactly.
I mean, we're not always gonna read like complete like
We're not always
awesome-
gonna like everything that we read.
Right.
There are books out there
That's
that
true.
sound good that aren't as
Mhm.
good as we think, and
Mhm.
some that we don't think will be good and are better than we think.
Mhm.
yes.
Exactly. So yeah, it's definitely an adventure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with us, and hope that you enjoyed our little discussion. And just a little reminder, if we ever do hit 100 subscribers, we are doing a book giveaway of one of the books that we have read. And then
Maybe we could give away House of Leaves.
maybe we can give
No.
you House of Leaves. I'm not sure if mine will stay in the house long enough for that, but we'll see. But I'm actually kind of wondering, like, I think it'd be kind of cool to just send it like with whatever notes are in there too.
Ooh.
Or
Ooh.
whatever book that we choose.
That would be for House of Leaves. That would be the next edition, right?
Right. Yeah, just
Right.
a couple words on the side margin,
Mm-hmm.
summaries of the page so people who just are tired can just read the side margin.
Exactly.
And then at 200 subscribers, we are going to choose a viewer requested book. So that's really exciting. That'll be once we get to that point, it'll be every fifth book reading.
We read.
Yeah. We'll do a viewer requested book. So that is all we have today. We hope you enjoyed. And as always, like, subscribe, hit the bell, all that jazz, share with other book lovers, and just share the love of reading.
Yes.
So happy reading, and we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Live long and prosper.